Parshas Shavua, Paraduma. I want to tell you a quick vart I heard from my chavrusa. He said in the name of Reb Reuven Karellenstein that we all know Paraduma, Parshas Shavua, and we spoke about it yesterday. Chayk. The Gemara said there's things that are chayk. Why can't you eat pig? Why can't you do this? Why do you do mitzayir like that? Chayk. Paraduma is the typical classical example of chayk. Doesn't make sense, but we do it without understanding it. Says Reb Reuven Karellenstein, what is the classic mitzvah that makes the most sense?
Kibbud Av.
Beautiful. Such an honest man, Dr. Epstein. Love it. Kibbud Av is the most logical, common sense mitzvah in the world. Your father, mother brought you into this world. You owe everything to them. The nights that they stayed up with you, the pregnancy she went through, the tuition they paid for you, everything, the great advice they gave you. So your father asks you for a cup of water. It's such a big chiddush, you have to go get him a cup of water, of course. Chasana he has to pay with the best bands from New York and Zachin, photographer from Eretz Yisrael, the whole Zach. And I have to suffer now and hearing it from my friends. How am I making the money? The photographer costs regardless how many people show up. Anybody know Chaim Snow's number? We got to get him as a video guy, by the way. Anyway, fine. Says Reb Reuven Karellenstein, and I have to say this mice again for the new guys. Everybody knows the story, but I have to say it again. It was Pesach night in Lincolnwood, and it was 1 o'clock in the morning, and the Seder was over. Everybody's exhausted. They all went upstairs. Just me and my brother stayed down, and we said Shir Shirim. Saying Shir Shirim, maybe Chad Gadi or whatever. All of a sudden, a knock on the door. Knock on the door, 1 in the morning, knocking. I thought maybe I heard something, so I did it. And then the knock again. So I go to the door, and I open the door, and I don't see anybody. And I'm about to close the door, and I look down, and there's a basket, a car seat with a baby boy, blonde hair, blue eyes, and I thought maybe it's a joke, and the baby's blinking at me. This baby is alive and well. And what went through my head, in milliseconds, I'm like, I have to now take this baby. What am I'm going to go to the police station now at 1 in the morning, walk all the way there. So let me just take this baby in. Why would somebody leave a baby here? Meshuggah. So I have this Meshuggah in a house in Lincolnwood on a corner. Maybe they thought, like, back and forth, and how am I going to raise it? It's Jewish, not Zachin. I have enough tsaras with my other children. I need another one. It's going to get along, not get along. And all of a sudden, this kid, Alex, jumps from behind the bush. Hi, I got you! Hey! Scammed you! Pesach night, let us say, the Mil Shir Shirim. Okay, says Reb Reuven Karellenstein. This is a Maaseh Shahaya. A guy takes his baby, couldn't afford the baby, takes his baby, cold-hearted individual, drops his baby by some usher in the city, in his own town. And he watches from a distance how the guy opens the door, shocked, takes the baby in, and he starts bringing up this baby. And he notices how this baby, this kid, is suffering. Doesn't have a father, this is not the real thing, does not getting along with the siblings, he goes to school, there's a teenager, he saw him once get kicked out of the house, he thought maybe he should take him, do something. No, cold-hearted, a jerk. Just watch from a distance, watch this whole thing unfold. Nobody knows who the real father is. Chasana comes. I didn't bring him up anyways. Didn't even show up to the wedding. Fine. The guy, this not very nice guy, turns 91 years old. He feels that this is the end. This is it. He needs a little help. So what does he do, this Meshuggah? He goes, he knows where his son lives. He sees him, he saw him his entire life. He knocks on his door and says, by the way, I'm your father. What? Yeah, sure. Gives him all the simanim, I'm your father. So the guy goes to his adopted father, and his adopted father confirms the thing. Yeah, I actually found you at the door. You're my son. He goes back to this guy. He says, it's good and fine. I'm not into the whole hugging thing and the kissing, but I just need to tell you that I'm kind of weak, and I need you to come over tonight and give me a shtickle, to help me. And tomorrow, I need you to collect money for me on the thing. I don't have enough money. Says Reuben Karelenstein, this guy's mamish a jerk. You know what? Midaraisa is mechuyev to bathe him and take care of him and collect money for him. All of a sudden, this one mitzvah that you thought is so logical is actually a chayk. So he's saying that every single mitzvah, every mitzvah that we have is a chayk. We think it's paraduma. It's every single mitzvah could be a chayk. We don't ask questions. It's not, oh, we understand it. No, even if you don't understand it, and we don't need to understand it, it's a chayk. Anyway, Zok the Gemara.